there's quite a strong feeling that Pidsey Buttock and Ledsey Buttock don't receive their fair allocation of scholarship places.
Oh, aye, the Buttocks. The Buttocks are always with us. I don't think that a little more accommodation for them would be unreasonable. We should always see that the Buttocks get a fair crack at whip.
Gentlemen. Time enough to discuss other matters when we've dealt with the main business of the meeting, which is to appoint the new headmistress. That leaves us with one name from our shortlist. An Oxford woman, I see.
Only a postgraduate course. B. Lit, after graduating at Leeds. Then she had Empire experience, South Africa. That should have broadened the mind a little. A good plain name, too. Let us hope. A good plain woman.
Well, plain or not, we'd better see her. Would you ask Miss Sarah Burton to come in, please? Miss Burton. Now sit down, won't you? Well, now, Miss Burton, you've been teaching at London, I see.
The South London United Secondary School for Girls. I've been there for 8 years. The last 3 of which I was second mistress.
The which school?
Oh, that's a very famous centre of education. A large school, I believe.
Oh, too large. We have 740 pupils now.
I wonder why you should want to leave it and come to our little town.
I wanted to come back to Yorkshire.
Indeed. A Yorkshire woman, eh?
Might I ask a question, Mr. Chairman? Miss Burton, we had a much better appointment in the South Riding at Flintonbridge last year. You didn't apply for that, I don't think.
I didn't think I should get it.
Why?
Well, I'm very small. I'm not by birth a lady. I've got red hair. I don't look like the sort of person that most governors want to see reading reports on speech day. Of course, at the same time,
I see. Your headmistress in South London gives you remarkable testimonials.
Oh, she was far too generous. She's taught me almost everything I know, but she understands why I want to come up north again and sympathizes with my desire to have a school of my own.
Of your own?
Of which I was the head.
I see that you've had overseas experience.
Yes, I taught in a Transvaal high school for a while and then in a native mission in the Cape.
Does any other governor have any questions?
Miss Burton, you've had a very interesting life and no doubt met very interesting people. I wonder if you know just what you're in for in this little out-of-the-way place. I mean, some people call Kiplington the last town in England. We don't think so, of course. But it's no use pretending that it's the hub of the universe. Most of the children here are daughters of small tradesmen and lodging housekeepers, with just a few professional people and the clergy. The buildings are not up to much. And I can't see, with the country and the state it's in, that they'll be put right very soon. Now, the point is, can you throw yourself into the kind of work that you'll have to face here? Because if you can't, it's no use you coming. Do you realize, I wonder, just how different it's going to be from what you're used to?
Less different than you think. I come from these parts.
Where was that, pray?
Do you remember a blacksmith shop in Lipton Hunter?
Why, yes.
Do you remember a red-haired blacksmith there about 40 years ago who married the district nurse?
Yes, didn't that?
They were my parents. When my father died, my mother went into the West Riding. She got work there through the kindness of the schoolmaster at Lipton Hunter. He was splendid to us. It was through him, really, that I got scholarships to the high school at Barnsley, and then Leeds and Oxford. I came back from Africa when my mother's health failed. She died 5 years ago.
She was a very fine woman, I remember.
I hope your views on education are not too advanced for us here in Kiplington, Miss Burton.
My views are simple. I believe in action and fighting. I have unlimited confidence in the power of the human intelligence and will to achieve order, happiness, wealth, wisdom. It's my duty to equip the girls entrusted to me for their part in that achievement, to fill their spirits with courage, optimism, and delight. I do know how to teach and how to awaken interest. My principal subjects are civics and history, but all roads lead to my Rome, which is a total interest and curiosity in the contemporary world and the people in it. And what I believe is based on my own experience. I've known poverty and hardship. Courage conquers circumstances. I think it can conquer everything.
Well, any further questions? No? Thank you, Miss Burton. We'll just wait in the next room. Well, good enough, eh?
She's a bit different from our Miss Holmes.
Good thing, too. If she's a bit more businesslike, perhaps she'll answer our letters.
No, I mean, she's got some go about her. Seen a thing or two outside the school walls. I'm for her.
Yes. However much we might have regretted the departure of Miss Holmes, it is a fact that with one or two exceptions, Mrs. Meadows' daughter Chloe most notable, none of the girls in her care left to go on to academic distinction. In that regard, I suspect that Miss Burton might do rather better.
And are we all agreed, Mrs. Meadows?
Oh, yes, Mr. Chairman, I'm in favour.
Carl?
No.
Any particular reason?
None that I care to get into now.
Oh. Nothing we should be made aware of?
No, just a personal feeling.
In that case, it couldn't have been unanimous, but carried with one vote against. The new headmistress of the girls' high school is Miss Sarah Burton.
Lovely. Let me give her a big kiss.